Hey everyone, it's Logan. Today I'll be teaching you how to shield drop consistently utilizing Universal Controller Fix, or UCF, implemented inside tournament regulated builds of Melee like 20XX and Slippy's netplay build. To begin, there are three primary ways to shield drop. The first is performed by inputting an analog stick input between two very precise angles. Because this area of input is so small, players often get their controllers modded with special notches to consistently get these angles. Unless you have access to a modder, or are lucky in having a controller with natural shield drop notches, this method is impractical. The second method involves gently pushing down on the analog stick without registering a full input. If done correctly, you'll shield drop as long as it is below a certain threshold. Now I'll be honest, I don't know the exact science behind this method, but try it out for yourself because it works on all controllers. The third method, often called the axe/sung method, involves holding fully left or right on the analog stick, and then circling down to the bottom notch. This shield drop method is very consistent and fast. This is the method I'll be focusing on because with UCF enabled, the method works on all controllers and is very quick. In application, you may find this method to be a bit nuanced to set up. Since Melee is such a fast-paced game, who has the time to set up the shield angle every single time? Isn't this more of a situational shield drop method? Well, actually no, because we have not utilized it to our fullest potential. But first, we need to talk about shield stun. Whenever a move hits your shield, you experience a set amount of flag where any inputs aren't executed in-game. For the sake of this section of the tutorial, we'll say any and all inputs. There is a special case, however, I will get back to. Since we know that during shield stun none of our inputs are executed, we can freely move our controller stick around. This means we can set up the axe/sung shield drop method during this window of shield stun. Once shield stun ends, we simply roll the analog stick down from the left or right notches down to the bottom, and we have successfully shield dropped. Here's what it looked like in real time. Now you may notice that I shift slightly to the left or right when performing a shield drop this way. That is because I'm performing shield smash DI, or SSDI. Remember how I said you are non-actionable during shield stun and any input you perform won't be executed in game? The one input you can do is SDI using either the analog stick or C-stick. The input method is very similar to regular SDI, but you can only move left or right. Depending on how your opponent attacks your shield, this change in position can help fine-tune your spacing. Now this will take practice, much like all tech skill in Melee, but here are some tips on common errors. If you were rolling out a shield, your analog stick input left or right was too late, instead triggered a roll. If you spot dodge, your input down to shield drop was too early, and instead was eaten up by the 4-frame buffer window shielding has for spot dodging. And if nothing happens, you either input the shield drop more than 4 frames early, or you aren't doing the inputs correctly. When I was learning how to shield drop this way, I broke it up into 3 steps. First, perform a full left or right input during shield stun consistently. You'll know you did this successfully because you see your character shift left or right slightly. It's basically just performing SSDI. Second step is perform a pre-set up axe/sung shield drop. Tilt your shield left or right before the attack comes out, and then roll down your controllers to shield drop. And then 3, add both of those together.